So thanks for coming today and your attentiveness to my remarks. You're aware of the dismissal of a food service worker in the district. Because of the two Idaho laws which prevent us from discussing personnel issues, there are facts, information, and history we cannot share about how this was brought to the district's attention or any prior employment or legal issues. However, because the worker chose to go public with the situation and other public records have been released and or are available, we have an opportunity to speak publicly, but in generalities. Last week we reported that we would offer the worker an opportunity to continue her employment with us. An offer was extended to her yesterday morning by district officials for a similar job with the same hours and the same rate of pay. Because she publicly expressed concern about possible retaliation, we offered her a position at a different location. The position we offered would have provided an avenue for her success rather than a fear of failure. There was no response to our offer of continued employment. The way the situation was portrayed in the media has sadly drawn negative attention to our district, Irving Middle School, and to our community. Therefore, we would like to address the process that is in place and has been in place for over a year to ensure that children do not go hungry during the school day. First, we made numerous attempts to resolve the issue before the child even obtained a lunch. Automated phone calls, emails, text messages are made every Tuesday and Thursday evening to parents of students with negative balances. Phone calls are made to parents by the food service office by food service office staff during business hours to remind them of negative lunch account balances. Every day, an email is sent to schools alerting them of all students who may go over the $11 limit or who have already gone over the $11 limit who are not able to charge a meal. Children on this list are contacted by school personnel privately prior to lunch period to make sure they can get a school lunch or receive a healthy snack and a drink provided by the school or Hotel Education Foundation. In addition, food service employees and school personnel encourage parents to fill out free and reduced lunch meal applications prior to the beginning of the school year with reminders throughout the school year. Second, if a child happens to get through the lunch line and cannot charge lunch because they have exceeded the negative $11 balance, lunch is discreetly set aside and the child is directed or taken to the office where a food service supervisor will provide a resolution and to receive a nutritious snack and a drink provided by the school. This process works and it teaches children honesty and personal responsibility. The school district's Education Foundation and various schools' parent organizations provide snacks to ensure that children do not go hungry during the school day. If parents are unable to take care of negative balances, the child can always bring a sack lunch to school. If the child carries a negative balance that exceeds the $11 limit, they can purchase a school lunch with cash. Approximately 50% of our students in the district are eligible for free or reduced price meals. There's no distinction between a student who self-pays or one that receives assistance. They are simply provided a number which it ties into their school account. They press in the code and they receive a meal. The last issue we're addressing today is the allegation the lunch was taken from a student and thrown in the garbage, thereby embarrassing or humiliating the student. Food was not taken from the child who received the free meal from our worker. We thoroughly investigated the incident, one, by interviewing adults who were present in the cafeteria, and two, by reviewing video footage also from the cafeteria. Food was never taken from any child. We work proactively every day to help children in our community who are hungry through the free and reduced lunch program, through the backpack program with Idaho Food Bank, and through hundreds of food drives in our school during the school year. That concludes my remarks today. To ensure that we comply with laws that protect our personnel and student information, we are unable to field any questions about that. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you do background checks on your employees?
Yes, we do.
on food service workers as
On
well?
all district employees, and volunteers. Yes, ma'am.
I noticed you started getting emotional. You want to tell me why?
Just part of who I am, I guess. And this, it has been kind of an issue that is really ripped through our community. And I apologize for that, certainly on our end, anything that we have caused to discredit our community or the district, because we do great work in our district. And that is evident by all of the activities, all of the academic achievements that we have throughout the district. So it's sad and an unfortunate situation that something like this draws so much media attention, and yet the good things, the positive things that we do, maybe aren't as profound.
Is there a positive message that you'd like to send out to parents who might have criticized the school district because of this situation, or even just, not only just within Pocatello, but around the nation, right?
You know, and the message today is that our students don't go hungry. In fact, we know that by providing for those basic needs, if we were to look at an education model like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we provide for those basic physiological functions. And as we do that, then we know we reach those higher levels of functioning. And that's what we're trying to do, is educate our students, not only academically, but through their character, the soft skills as well. So that's what we want to say. That's our message today. Yes?
Did food service worker Dalene Bowden take the job back?
We provided her an opportunity to respond to us by noon yesterday. If she would have contacted us, we perhaps could have considered extending that opportunity throughout the day at least. But as of today, we've not heard from her, so we are going to move forward. Yes?
Would the new position have taken Bowden out of contact with students?
It would have been here at the central kitchen.
And
Yes.
would have been out of contact, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Does the district have a policy with employers where, is there a verbal warning first and then a written warning and then like they're released from their employment?
The way our policy is written, it's not written as a progressive discipline policy, but we typically follow that as we did in.
So in this situation, this wasn't the first time?
There were opportunities for improvement. Other questions?
Do you have a number of opportunities for improvement?
I do not.
You said that more than 50% of kids in the district enrolled in the district qualify for reduced or free lunches.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that how many kids in the district are enrolled, have already applied and enrolled, or are those that, are there a number of, in that percentage that haven't enrolled?
So we start the school year, in fact, at the registration process, every student is pretty much handed a free and reduced lunch application. So even if they filled one out in the past, we offer an opportunity for renewal. But if circumstances have changed throughout the summer or even the course of the year, there are opportunities again to fill out the free and reduced lunch application. And when we get into these negative balances beyond $11 and we see that through our process that it's kind of an ongoing issue, then our counselors, our community resource workers, and our administrators work very closely in contact with those parents daily about filling out a free and reduced lunch application, because there's no cost to the district. It's a federally funded program. So we would love for students to have that opportunity.
Okay, under No Child Left Behind, I believe there was some kind of act that if more than 35% of students in the district qualified for reduced and free lunches, everybody got a free lunch.
And you know,
Is
we're looking into that possibility.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And students can fill that one out all throughout the year and just go to the admin office?
Absolutely. Yes. So in regard to the free lunch application, that's what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Yep. And again, we encourage that when we know that it gets to a point that that student who has been called out of class, a few times to visit with a counselor, administrative, community resource worker, counselor, to say, perhaps this is a better avenue for you right now. If circumstances change, then we can review it later. Yes?
The nutritious snack you mentioned that was provided to students, are you aware of a calorie count? Is there minimum calories that's required for a nutritious snack, or what is a nutritious snack?
A nutritious snack, we have offered peanut butter jelly sandwiches in the past, granola bars, string cheese, and milk.
does the school lunch program, does it generate any revenue at all for the district, or is it just a program that pays for itself?
Primarily, we are break even. Some years probably down a little. Most years, hopefully, we're up a little bit. Again, that all is dependent too upon, like for example, our summer food service program, where we provide opportunities for all children through the ages of 0 to 18. And so, yeah, other than adults, we feed all of our community really throughout the summer at I think 9 locations.
You said you were looking into the possibility of everybody, all students getting a free lunch. How would that work? How would that work?
That will probably be a discussion that we'll have with our Title I coordinator, because all of that comes through their free and reduced lunch program based upon the numbers. And so I'm not real sure, but like I said, we've had some discussion about that.
Were you surprised by the reaction to the story?
Very much so. Yeah. Yes.
To piggyback off of the nutrition snack question, you said you guys offer PB&J, granola bars, and cheese, right?
Yeah.
Could you clarify or even clear up for us? Some parents say that only the elementary school students get those, not middle school or high school. Can you clear that up for us, please?
Cool. I'm going to defer to Shelley. Shelley is a member of our Education Foundation. In fact, a co-chair, I believe. Director. And then we have a chair or co-chairs. And so she can probably tell you a little bit better about that program.
At the beginning of each school year, the Education Foundation provides granola bars, string cheese, and some form of drink to all of our schools if they want it. And we do that to give parents an opportunity to kind of adjust to the routine of kids being back in school, making sure they have lunch or money for lunch or have money on their lunch accounts. So that if for a while as they're adjusting to that, children need snacks throughout the day, then they have them available. Some of the parent-teacher organizations in our schools also provide those to the schools. So those opportunities are available to all of our schools.
Thanks, Shelley.